Yo, what's up? It's Trav Moody here with yet another Comic-Con exclusive review. Today we got Jada Toys SDCC 2024 exclusive Violent Ken versus Chun Li Player 2. Of course, the pink variant Player 2 review. Can't wait to dig into both of these. Yes, they're both repaints, somewhat repacks, comes with some extra bonus stuff. Heads up. Jada Next Level sites got both on pre-order. They're still available. Violent Ken goes for $40 and Chun Li $35. I think they're fairly priced. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. These two come courtesy of Jada Toys. Once again, shout out to June. Amazing interview. Definitely rocked the Toy Con and Mood community. People loved it. Can't wait to have them on the show. But in the meantime, let's crack these two open and see who's going to win the final fight. So before we go anywhere, I actually want to check out this deluxe packaging, this Comic-Con type packaging that we got, like Evil Ryu back in 23 Comic-Con last year. You get the logo on the side. It's got a nice embossed logo, if you will. Her stage, of course, in China as the background. So really nice. And the slip cover pops right out. And there we are. Voila. Her staging, her equipment, all the stuff. I think it's really gorgeous packaging. I think it's pretty dope. I wouldn't blame anybody who cops two, keeps one. MIB, it looks pretty sweet. But for review purposes, we will crack this one open. Pink Player 2, Chun Li. Alright, it's Chun Li time. As mentioned, this is clearly a repaint of version 1 and Player 2 Red, the Target Edition, which I opened up for this review. Yeah, because it's like, well, I already got one Chun Li and now I got 3. So what do you know? Clearly right off the bat, this is a yellow trim around the whole upper blouse getup, while these are 2 gold. And also I should mention that Jada Toys is using a new factory for Street Fighter 2 figures. So we're getting this buck, which is similar to this one, over the original. I don't have the update or anything. I'm not that crazy. I'm crazy enough to have all 3 of these, and I will continue buying each and every variant. We shouldn't say this in reviews, because then they're going to keep coming out with all of them. We don't need that in our lives, do we? What I love about these variants is the subtleness. You've got this like peachy red boot on Player 2, while you get this really light, nice pink. Clearly a bright pink, just like a bright red. Same thing with the buns that we have up in the hair, and then the same shading for the blue. So really great job there capturing Player 2. Let's go side by side. So one thing I noticed is she's got a slightly peachy pink earring, while these remain white. And there's a nice close-up look at the 3 Chun-Lis. Which one do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. Are you team pink? Are you team blue? Are you team red? Let me know which Chun-Li you prefer. I know you're going to say all of them. Give them all to me, but you can only pick one. So let me know in the comments which one is your fave. And here's the shouting face scan from Chun-Li. She wants you to pick her, so you better pick the one that's, well, they're all yelling at you, so you're screwed no matter which one you pick. Yes, you're here for the victory dance, the victory lap, the victory laugh. Oh man, it's so cool that we get a victory laughing face for our original Chun-Li. But as you can see, Player 2 Red is not too thrilled in the background that these other 2 ladies get it. But we only have one victory peace sign though. Would have been nice to get one more hand so at least both of them could get the victory, but that's an easy swap out. The key is getting the head sculpt because of the bun color. So that was a really nice gesture. That's really cool. If we can get some more callbacks and other packaging, that's pretty dope. These guys are thinking about the fans. I guess the only question I got about the victory pose is the gesture. Is it on the wrong hand? If you look at the video game and some of the reference art, her kind of peace sign to victory gesture is on her right hand, or on this, it's on the left. Alright, so if you're watching this video, clearly you've watched other review videos of Chun-Li in the past, but I'll go through a quick articulation. We've got a nice 360 ball joint on the head tilt side to side, all the way down, all the way up. And we got a T-pose. it's Chun Li, so of course she's going to be able to do the Van Damme. These figures can articulate nearly as high as you want them to, so it's pretty crazy. Look at this. Unbelievable. I know like Ken and Ryu can kick all the way up, but she can kick pretty high. Okay, we got our double pinless knees. These figures are absolutely amazing. Them thick thighs though, right? For the money that we pay, the $24.99 base. Unbelievable. You got an ankle rocker 360 with a vertical hinge. No toe articulation, which I'm completely fine with. It would kind of ruin the look of the fig, but look at that range. You got thigh swivel. You do have a calf swivel there too. Of course, we have our wrist swivel. And we've got a horizontal hinge there, but it does have enough flexibility to go up and down. Got our double pinless elbows. Don't have the bicep swivel, but we got the entire arm swivel. And don't have butterfly joints, but that's completely fine. Look at the range. 360 torso spin there. Got incredible crunch on the upper torso, and then there's a lower torso as well that also is on a ball rocker and completely great range. It's just absolutely phenomenal, the things you can do. Even folks like me who aren't the greatest posers in the world can have a lot of great stances with these Jada Toy Street Fighter figs. The amount of care and effort to create such a balance in the posing and the strength of all the joints. Alright, accessory time. We got Chun Li and our classic kick, but this actually looks lighter, the blue. It's more of like a turquoise blue. Well, this has got sharper blues and a lot more accents at the back of the kicking motion. So that's very interesting that it wouldn't just be straight up reuse. As you can see, it's a little darker here, but it doesn't quite hit the dark blues that this one does. So nice work. And since I never reviewed the OG Chun Li, I'm having a little more fun than I normally would. And this might be my favorite pose of all. It's just crazy, the amount of range that she gets. Of course, she can go Then when you get the twin torso joints, be able to flex the range. Up in there for the Kikukin translucent blast orb effect. Really cool. You can do so much with this Chun Li. It's absolutely phenomenal. Now, just on base, the repaint, the repackaging, and the additional effects, I'm going to go a solid 4 out of 5. But this is a great Comic-Con exclusive. You don't need it. It's the pink version. It has some extra bits and pieces that makes it worth buying, but it's not like Blanca. Like, you can only get Blanca at Comic-Con or something like that. So, kudos to Jada Toys for just giving us cool variants, repaints, deluxe editions at Comic-Con. Really dope, solid 4 out of 5. Now it's time for some violence. Alright, now Violent Ken, the Comic-Con exclusive from Jada Toys 2024. We'll take a look at the packaging. You get your art on the side there. And then you get their stage, very similar to what we had with Evil Ryu. We'll pop that over here. Pretty much 1-to-1. Get a look at those two. Yeah, nearly identical. Kind of compare the sides and the front. So really cool. Nice set that they got going on here. And then, of course, they revealed Akuma, so we're very excited about that. And here we'll pull this open. Same thing. So, interesting thing, I believe we have 19 fighters here, but there's a mystery. Even though June said at Comic-Con that all 19 were revealed and they have to figure out what's next. So I don't know if this could be like Third Strike, Street Fighter 3, 4, Alpha. We'll see what goes on with the mystery there, because we do have Balrog, T-Hawk, Zangief, and Honda. And of course, Akuma is right there too. So we have the 5 fighters from Comic-Con revealed. So I'm wondering who that 20th is. If it's a mystery or what's next. So then there's a look at Violent Ken in the packaging. Again, looks excellent. Mint on box, looks terrific. You might not want to open this. Just kidding, you'd be really stupid too, because it's going to be a lot of fun. Now it's all about Violent Ken. Now this one is a little more deluxe, and for $5 extra, you actually get a lot more, in my opinion. I mean, you get these oil barrels that you can see on the back of the staging there for Ken. You actually get them. And then you remember the bonus round with the broken barrels. You get those. But we'll talk accessories and quality in a sec. I just think it's such a great deal for $40 over at Jada Next Level. Taking a look at the gi, obviously it's a 1-to-1 with Evil Ryu's, with the raggedy torn edges there. It's all over right at the boot cut. I'll give you a close-up look. Then quickly comparing that to Ryu, where everything is cleaner and not so tattered on the boot cut. And obviously around the shoulders. Of course, that goes all the way under the armpits. So there's the difference in the gi using that mold from Evil Ryu, which just totally makes sense. But otherwise, it's the same thing. And there's a look at the back with the tattered edges. Pretty sick. All right, so let's just take a look at the Kens and compare and what we got going on here. You've got all this bruise-colored psycho energy paint, and they did a really nice job. You could see it's like a purplish, pinkish kind of rub going on all there on the torso and on the chest, all through the arms. Interesting enough, they even touch the toes. We're doing some OnlyFans feet watching here, so $40 will get you some feet. And then just to give you a side-by-side of that paint rub that we got there. And you see nice texture on the early Ken, and then they kind of replace that orange with the bruising. And we'll look at the chests. Yeah, you get lots of psycho energy. Now taking a look at the face scans, you could see there's so much psycho energy, or is that just acne? And this one looks like He-Man, right? But yeah, I like what they did. The eyes have like these evil contacts going on in there. Super hazel, clear, and he's full of blush. He's smiling. He's happy that we're reviewing this toy. You get darker, almost like bluish white strands to go with that blonde compared to just the really, really bright blonde that you got. Of course, the gi has all the texture and the same kind of texture that you have, but it looks like it has additional shading, additional red shading. If you look there, it's a little more basic on the red. And then there you got deep purples there. Interesting. And actually, that's all over. That psycho energy is actually through the red gi. Man, that's something I don't even think other folks have noticed as of yet. Yeah, look at that. The gi actually has the psycho energy all over it. So it's not just the body itself. It's on the gi. Tremendous. All right, here we have Violent Ken with Evil Ryu. One interesting thing to note is Evil Ryu did not have the psycho energy, but just to compare, he's got the definition, the musculature like Ken and the other Ryu, but you could see on Evil Ryu's gi, there's no different indentation. It's just a different shading of what Ryu had. So real cool. These two together, though, are absolutely awesome. Make for a perfect tandem. You don't want to mess with either. And you could see the eyes. He did a really good job capturing the sinistry of both. But and then yeah, these are both obviously made on the same buck. Why would you do any different? Because in the video game they're replicas body wise, so it's smart to use the same mold. And there you got Angry Ken and Violent Ken. Just wanted to compare these two scans. Here we got Ken with this absolutely incredible shouting face. It's got layered hair. And you got the brand new Shoryuken blast effect too. So man, this is such a great set with these two essential. Look at this face sculpt. Oh man. And then spin it around. You got all the layered hair. And just to compare, how much different. You get just pretty much the basic He-Man looking hair, and this was just freaking total anime, violent Ken and action. You get this Shoryuken translucent blast effect that we've got. So just great work there. Man, how freaking awesome is this? This is just a tremendous set. $40. $40. This would be, I don't know, 150 overseas. Just nuts, just crazy. Taking a look at the cracked barrels that we got there. You can even put your blast effects in there if you wanted to. Just circling around. Got dents on the bottom. A little more battle damage would have been cool, like some charred paint, seeing how it just got busted through, but overall this is pretty cool. It's got some sharp edges, nothing that should affect children or anything like that, but just be careful in case you got any little ones lying around. In case you got any little ones running around, these do have slightly sharp edges there. Yeah, pretty damn awesome. And then you got the drum barrel that's just hollow. Maybe you could break it yourself. Pretty light. Can't pop it open or anything, but pretty sick. Then it wouldn't be a Ken or Ryu figure without the Hadouken blast effect. Alright, so how many highball whiskeys for Violent Ken? If it wasn't for the matching gi of the original Ken, in terms of color, red, this would feel like a whole new character. At least with Evil Ryu, there was a darker shade of gray. But this is how the character is. This is one-to-one what it was in Ultra Street Fighter, the final challenger. So, but man, the new Shoryuken blast effect, that amazing shouting face sculpt with the layered hair, the barrels, you're getting so much bang for your buck. As much as I love Chun Li, it essentially is a repaint with the victory pose and laugh, which is, don't get me wrong, highly requested. And the fact they gave us a victory face for the version 1 of Chun Li is tremendous. They're both great. Gave Chun Li a 4 out of 5. I gotta go 4.5. Dash 4.7 for Violent Ken. I just think you get, for $5 more, you get 3 barrel cans. Sure, you get less hands, but that's what we got with Ryu and Ken anyway. But that new face sculpt, the new blast effect, just awesome. It really feels like a Comic-Con exclusive. It's great that we got 2, and I'm all for it. Maybe someday we'll get 3. Don't break our wallets, Jada. Please don't give us 3. But the addition of 2 shows you the progress in the line. And, you know, keep these coming, right? We want them, but bring on Alpha, bring on Third Strike, bring on Street Fighter 4, bring on Street Fighter 6. No one mentioned Street Fighter 5, which I think is funny. Isn't that like the most played Street Fighter since Street Fighter 2? I don't know. You tell me in the comments what Street Fighter characters you want to see next. And are you buying these repaints? Did you order them on Jada Next Level? Which one do you like better? Did you only get Pink Player 2 Chun Li? Did you only get Violent Ken? Let me know in the comments below. But if you dug the review, definitely give us a like. And if you're new to the channel, you love Jada Toys and all that we do, we're going to have more coming at you. More reviews, more interviews with Jada Toys. So stay tuned. Definitely give us a subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. We go live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. But for now, guys, I'm Trav Moody. I'll catch you in the twilight and hopefully at Comic-Con SDCC next year. Till then, peace.